I know you weren't involved personally, but Tovan was using your colony, amongst others, as part of his terrorist network. I have seen Talshar documents saying that Virinat was a prime site for weapons development. If so, that is probably why it was attacked. You're still grieving over the loss of your home, the deaths of your friends. I know what that's like. Now you need to go back there and find the proof so you'll know the true nature of the man you're working for. So, I guess that part is not narrated, but, it's, Charva speaking, as you've seen in the previous episode. So, yeah, let's get started on this one. And this mission doesn't have a Iconian artifact, so I'm playing it on a different character. 9 of 13. I believe some of you really enjoyed this one, so let's get going.
It looks like we're not the only ones visiting. All this debris has attracted Nausicaan scavengers. Recommend that we clear the area of these pirates while searching for any traces of weapon signatures in the wreckage. I don't want any pirates disturbing the remains of the ships where our friends died.
I've marked the most complete wrecks with nav beacons. They're mostly transports and freighters, which will be our best bet to find any weapons caches being stored or moved in the system. In this story Charva's telling, if this story Charva's telling isn't a complete Talshar fabrication, that is, let's prove her wrong. Hopefully there are no ghosts around. That's weird, the second part wasn't voice acted. Maybe it was and I just bugged it up. Who knows? Oh. Cool. New title. While we're at it, let's scan this ship. This is the SS Korea. It was carrying refugees away from the planet, but was destroyed trying to make its escape during the attack. There are no signs of weapons. Let's move on. Well, I should have collected that after, but whatever. Oh yeah, some beam overload fun. You know, they don't make this very easy to see, do they? Oh, there it is. Yeah, oh, come on. No, now's not a good time for rubber banding. The SS Dunhar. I knew this ship. The captain traded with most of the colonies in this sector. The captain was a good man. He'd never used that ship for smuggling. Too many good people have died. Well, I'm gonna take a heavy hit, but this is a tank, so... yeah, barely did anything. The SS Faras. Messed up that name, didn't I? It was a good ship, and those Nausicaan scum have picked it clean. I can't tell much about what was in the cargo holds, but I'm not detecting any residual signatures of weapon payloads. We'll keep looking. Where is it? Is that it? No. Is it above me? Oh, there it is. The scanner is always helpful. The SS Pehus, I assume. It was a decommissioned military ship, but even so, there are no traces of the weapons we are looking for in its cargo holds. There must be weapons somewhere. So let me guess, the final ship. Oh, was that not it? Oh, there it is. Jeez, I can't see anything. Lighting 2.0 is even on. This is the SS Dryam. It was carrying supplies, none of which were weapons. Acknowledged. Keep looking.
We didn't find anything unusual on these ships, and I knew we wouldn't. I want to believe her, but she's not the person I knew. She's Tal Shiar. Still, I am picking up some strange energy readings from the surface of the planet. Perhaps we should continue our search there.
So now you talk. Anyways, let's beam down. Charva says that the Tal Shiar has documents implicating your colony in several terrorist plots throughout this sector. We need to search the site for any and all evidence that might support her claim. While I don't like the idea that people on Virinat were helping terrorists, I don't even know if we should believe her. We need to get to the bottom of this. Right, and now you guys are gonna see me play with my full Liberated Borg crew. There's another group of people ahead, Captain. Klingons.
You're one of them, aren't you? We've been looking all over this place for evidence of your terrorist plots, and here you are, showing up to dispose of the evidence we're here to find. I'm placing you under arrest. Resist, and I'll have to use force. I hope you resist.
Oh, I will. I will not be taken into custody. There we go, another drone. Nice. I wouldn't be surprised if there were other search teams in the area. We should stay alert. Yes, we should. I suppose I'll chase my beam and see where it goes. Oh, that's good enough. Oh, there we go. And you're my newest drone. I searched the data the other teams had. They were looking for evidence that the Vex's lab has been used to create biological agents used for terrorists throughout the sector. Oh, Khalids, okay. This bioscanner was being used by the Vex to scan for impurities and biological contaminants in the water supply. According to the records we left behind, he was close to filtering out 98.997% of the contaminants in the colony's water supply. If the Tal Shiar had attacked us through our water supply, this would have come in handy. Too bad they're not microbes. Okay. This laser spectrometer was being used by the Vex to check the compositions of the aquifers in the area. This area was great for growing crops, but its water table has been depleted over time, and there has been several dry seasons over the past decade. With the amount of water being used by the city, it looks like he wanted to make sure the colony wasn't depleting the supply faster than it could be replenished from the local resources. Looks like we were well equipped to survive for the long haul, with the exception of an attack from our own people. This metallurgical analyzer has been used by the Vex to create alloys used in the construction of large water storage tanks. Virinat needed the water storage because the colony leaders were worried about a drought crippling the farms and causing a food shortage. That was a smart idea. Too bad they didn't take any precautions against the Talshar attack. Alright, let's go to the water area, water purifier area? The river? Khalids, I think we can just ignore those. It looks like my bridge officers are not ignoring them. The water wheel has been used to pump water to the colony for drinking water. Wow, that's a loaded sentence. And to the farm for irrigation. This one was heavily modified to exceed its default output capacity in order to keep up with Virinat's heavy demand for clean water. An over-engineered water pump doesn't pose any threat. Let's keep looking. Fine. You know, this vineyard used to be pretty nice. I searched the members of hostile teams. According to the notes of their tricorders, they thought this farm might have been... might have been a cover for them making nitrogen-based explosives.
They'll pay for what they have done to our colony.
Oh, what's this?
Devex's old helmet. Reminds me of better times.
Right, and if you pick up that helmet, you can use it as a costume. It's in the head slot. There are a collection of the Maori's documents from his home. Flipping through these, you can see that he was collecting information about the defenses of other Romulan colonies, and he was in the contact with the Tovan. There are several messages here from him. The Maori knew the Tovan, and he was gathering information on other colonies. Well, I could use this guy. Aw, did the simulation not work? Oh well. From what I can tell, they were examining the records of evidence of the Maori involving our colony in something nefarious. And I'm gonna delete this tribble. Alright. From these notes, it looks like the other search team was trying to download the power grid usage data. We were looking for power use patterns indicative of weapon development. Alright. This is the shooting range. What am I looking for again? Oh, right here. This is the only remaining intact windmill in the colony. It looks like most of the power output from the entire windmill network was being routed to the spacecraft landing area. There's an extensive ship repair facility. Your Maori may have been encouraging trade and developing relationships with the neighboring systems by offering them a place to repair their ships. That probably made us a bigger threat for the Talshar. Those flowers always remind me of my sister Rena. They were her favorites. I hope she's doing well wherever she is. And that is my old house. These are the assignment logs here tracking the work schedule of every adult in the colony. Nothing looks too out of the ordinary. The biggest manpower allocation aside from agriculture was for ship repairs. Most people with some engineering expertise were spending a decent portion of their time fixing vessels that came here for that reason. I wonder what would have happened if more of those ships have been here to help during the attack. The other team was checking the logs for an unusual allocation of our workforce to projects that could have been a cover for terrorist activities. Something strange is going on here. All these search teams were looking for the same things we were. I can tell from the reports we collected that they were going to rendezvous at a location up ahead. If we go there, maybe we can find other search teams and see if they found any evidence of terrorist actions here. Let's go check it out. Well, that was an awkward transition of voices. Sorry about that. Here's another search team. Hup!
So, you're the terrorist. I allied with the Klingon Empire because they promised me the opportunity to find people like you. People willing to hurt innocent civilians and remove you from the Romulan race. You're no better than the Tal Shar. It's people like me who will restore honor to our people.
I am not a terrorist. Someone is feeding you false information. So of course if you ally with the Klingons, it would be a female Romulan that's allied with the Federation.
Of course you are. My teams didn't find the weapons that were here, but this colony has been empty for weeks. You had ample time to hide them, or move them to another location off-world. But there's no evidence that they weren't here. And in the absence of evidence, I go with my instincts. They tell me that people like you hid weapons here, and those weapons got people killed. Innocents. Civilians. People who should have been living in peace. This ends now. You won't get a chance to hurt anyone else.
You're a Romulan and you trust your instincts? Ugh. The only person who will be hurt here is you. Oh. Excuse me while I gather some loot.
Enough! Enough! I yield! Do with me what you will.
Good. I would prefer not to kill an ally.
What? Surprising words coming from a terrorist.
I'm no more a terrorist than you are. I think we are both being manipulated.
That makes a surprising amount of sense. A contact that I thought I could trust told me there was evidence of terrorism and weapons manufacturing here. I'm guessing you were told the same thing. Neither of us found anything, except one another. We were sent here to die.
That was my conclusion as well. We should be allies, not enemies.
I agree. Whoever set up this little charade is probably lying in wait to eliminate the survivor of our battle. Won't they be surprised when we join forces? I'll return to my ship immediately. Join me in orbit, and we can finish this.
Right behind you. Before that, don't forget to grab this painting, as it will show up in your ship bridge if you use the standard Romulan bridge.
I remember that painting. We should take it with us, as a reminder of home.
And if you watched my Romulan interior tours. You would have seen that painting. Anyways, let's beam up. We need to report our findings, sir. I'm sure Charva will have something to say about them. We can transport back to the RRW Venator whenever you are ready. Let's go. Captain, I've contacted Charva and she says she is en route to our coordinates. Maybe she'll have an explanation for why we didn't find anything on Virinat to support the Talshar's claims. Thank you.
Enemy ship on sensors.
How disappointing to see you alive. I am Commander Talum of the IRW Ishay, and you seem to have a talent for sniffing out Tal Shiar. I thought sending another Romulan Republic terrorist to take you out would take care of two problems at once. I was mistaken. Perhaps this is for the best. Now I can take both your bodies back to Colonel Hakiv. I'm sure he will reward me for finally eliminating you.
And communication.
I don't enjoy being played for a fool. I'm here to back you up. Let's show this Tal Shar scum what real Romulans are made of.
We appreciate the assistance.
By your martial prowess. You would have made an excellent warrior. I wish you had chosen to work with the Klingon Defense Force instead of Starfleet. Regardless, I am glad we can both serve the greater good of the Romulan Republic.
Thank you. I'm detecting another ship, the IRW Anthra, sir. Charva's vessel.
I picked up a transmission from an attack group in this direction. It sounded like you must have uncovered something significant enough to warrant an armed response. What did you find?
No weapons, no proof, nothing but old memories and lies.
That can't be.
I assure you that it is. In fact, we were ambushed.
Are you suggesting I had something to do with it? Why would I? I have nothing to gain. I want you to join us. All of our intelligence reports said there would be weapons, or at least residual traces of weapon stores here. I swear it. Someone must have gotten to it before you and moved it. Covered it up somehow. Did you tell anyone you were coming here?
No. Nobody.
I know my information didn't turn out like we expected this time. But is Tovan still looking for his sister? I might be able to locate Rinna. If the Tal Shiar has any information on her whereabouts, I'll pass it on to you. That should show you I can be trusted. I just need to make my report before anyone gets suspicious. After that, I'll be in touch.
Very well. We're ready to pod the system on your orders, sir. Let's go.
Excellent work. I'm not surprised that you did not find any weapons on Virinat. While the Romulan Republic has contacts with most of the colony worlds, we're not using them to fight a war. We're encouraging them to see the truth and join our cause. Nonetheless, you must continue to humor Charva to have any chance of winning her to our side. I doubt this will be the last you hear from her. Keep me apprised of developments.
Alright, so that's it for this video and the playthrough of Memory Lane. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and ring the notification bell to be notified of future videos. Helps out the channel quite a lot, and it's free, so why not? Also, you can support me through Patreon if you want to, or join my Discord server, both in the description, where you can speak to myself and fans directly. Alright, see you guys next time. Bye!